Hi, I'm Willie Fordham. This is episode 7 of Kayden's World. When Kayden was 7. Kayden, Ciarra's voice echoed through the intercom she had installed throughout the house. You're too quiet. What are you doing? Nothing, just relaxing, he answered. That was only partly true. Kayden had decided today was the perfect day to pull a prank on his parents. Nothing dangerous, at least that's what he thought, but something that would surely go viral and keep the audience laughing. Okay, Ciarra replied, walking away. She knew her son well enough to suspect he was up to something, but she wanted to see what it was so she could be ready. She and Tyler, Kayden's dad, had cameras installed all throughout the house and yard to ensure they never missed the viral moment. Every second of their lives was part of Kayden's world, and they were just as much as characters in it as Kayden himself. Up in his bedroom, Kayden was stretching, sketching diagrams and making notes to ensure his prank went off without a hitch. His plan? Switch his parents' African body powder with itching powder, a classic prank used by the best on TV and film. He was putting the final touches on his plan when his little sister Cadence appeared in the doorway. Quickly hiding his supplies, Kayden scooped her up. Even though she was only a year younger, he watched over Cadence like a hawk. He prided himself on being a great big brother and didn't want her anywhere near this prank. Carrying her back to her baby-proof room, he sat her down. That's a good girl, he said, gently closing the door behind him. Peeking over the stairs, Kayden confirmed that the coast was clear. He didn't see his mom or dad anywhere and realized they were working out in the basement. That meant he had time, enough to slip into a bedroom. How Kayden got his hands on itching powder is a mystery for another day, but he had it. In the bathroom, he swapped the labels of the African body powder, replaced it, and darted back to his room. Sitting down with coloring pages, he pretended to be completely absorbed in his artwork. Several minutes later, his parents stopped by. Kayden, you okay? The dad asked. Yes, he said with an innocent smile. I know you're up to something. You've got that look on your face. His mom narrowed her eyes. Kayden just smiled and went back to coloring. His parents eventually left the room. All Kayden had to do now was wait for the laugh of his life. Moments later, the sound he'd been anticipating, screams, echoed down the hall. But when he ran towards the noise, his excitement dissolved into horror. His parents' skin had turned bright red, and their faces and arms swelled alarmingly. Their screams pierced his chest, and before he could process it, they collapsed, slipping towards unconsciousness. Kayden's heart pounded, but he knew exactly what to do. His parents had trained him for emergencies, even at his age. He grabbed both their EpiPens from the drawer and plunged it into his mom's thigh and then his second into his dad's thigh. Relief washed over as their swelling and redness began to fade. At that moment, the doorbell rang. Checking the camera feed, Kayden saw EMTs and police officers. A fan had called emergency services after witnessing the reaction on the live feed. He pressed a button to let them in. They rushed past him to check his parents. Finally, letting the fear catch up with him, Kayden burst into tears. In that moment, he silently vowed never to pull a prank on his parents again. And that was episode 7 of Kayden's World. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and come back.